YouTube, what's up with it? Man from Man's Morph Creations coming to you guys with, yes, another video. We've had another, I'm not sure if you guys remember, y'all probably remember, but we've had another clutch that I cut, what day was that I cut? I don't even remember what day, I think it was Monday. Yeah, I cut it Monday. Actually what happened was I was trying to record me cutting this clutch. Yeah, so I was recording me cutting this clutch. Unfortunately, my phone, I have too much stuff on it, so I didn't have enough memory, because if y'all don't realize, I do record off my phone, so don't call me while I'm doing the vids, because I'm not going to answer. But yeah, and I didn't have enough, so I started, well, actually, I did the recording, and I needed to update the phone, and so it didn't save anything, so I was pretty upset about that. I didn't realize until afterwards, because obviously, you get up, come around, stop the camera, and you see this damn error that says, hey, insufficient space, cannot continue recording. So yeah, you guys didn't get to see me cut this clutch, so yeah, we'll probably have to wait till next season, or maybe when if everything goes well, you know what I'm saying, this Inchy Fire, if she drops, then a few months after that, y'all may get to see that video clip. Yeah, so pairing was, what was the pairing? I don't remember, y'all. What was the pairing? Oh yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, we found a surprise in this clutch, matter of fact. So the pairing was my Emperor pen to Amina, my huge, ginormous normal. And she laid 13 eggs. 6 of them were slugs off top. 7 of them looked viable. Once I counted them, checked them, like 3 of them didn't have really good veins. Actually, 2 of them didn't. One of them was kind of in the middle. So of course, I threw them in. Within a few days, one of them went bad, pulled it out. As time went on, pulled another one out. So ultimately, we got down to 4. 4 eggs. They went full term. Unfortunately, out of those 4, one didn't finish developing. So the egg wasn't horrible per se, you know what I'm saying? I still got it in the incubator, but it ain't nothing there. But the egg didn't look bad. It didn't do all that until like the last few days. Like after day 55, it kind of just went into metamorphosis and started looking like Frankenstein. It was like horrible. But so in the end, we only ended up with 3 eggs. Well, 3 snakes, I should say. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. However you do it. But yeah, we ended up with 3 snakes. So we'll go ahead and show what they are, and also let you guys see a surprise that I just discovered in these animals. Don't go nowhere. Oh yeah. And before we go any further, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, ring the notification bell, so that way when I drop more content, you guys will be alerted and notified. That way you'll know. Go check on, I need the views, need the watch time. Let's get it. Alright, so here we are. Go ahead and get this opened up. As y'all see, Amina and Mello was laid on the 15th of July. Cut date was September 8th, which was my grandmother's birthday. And I didn't cut them that day because they just didn't look like they were ready to be cut. And so here we've got 3 nice eggs. They finally all 3 came out. I was looking, and obviously, one came out before the others. But here we are. We got 3 babies. And this guy look like he's looking at me like, boy, don't play with me. But yeah, so I guess we'll go ahead and we'll start with this one first, since he's stressed out the most. So get that put in the water. Go ahead and put them all in the water. Pretty nice babies here. And this one. Go ahead and get this out the way for the time being. And so let's see what we have here. So as y'all see, 3 snakes. Obviously a lesser. This one looks like it's got lesser in it, but there's obviously something else. And this one obviously has some pinstripe, and with the blushing has some pastel. So again, a little bit backdrop on the clutch, well, on the sire and the dam. So the dam, just a really ginormous normal. I mean, she's huge. She's normal. That was Amina. And so not really having much expectation regarding where she is. She's just really, really dark. The sire, however, was, when I purchased him, an Emperor pen. So that's pinstripe, lesser, pastel. So those are the genetics we were working with. At least that's what was expected. And so as we go into IDing these and seeing obviously what we have, we obviously see, I'm not sure if y'all are as good as IDing or if y'all are able to, but there's a snake in here that shows that there's obviously something else other than just those 3 genes, because we see the pinstripe due to the blushing here. We see that there's pastel. Obviously this is a lesser, but this one has something else in it, so we'll get to that in a minute. So I guess we'll start with this one. Go ahead and turn this on, get a weight on. We'll start with this one here. So this, as y'all can see, lesser. And honestly, man, so as I'm looking at this, this was the last one to come out of the egg. It seemed like it didn't want to come out. I didn't think it was actually gonna make it. But looking at this bad boy, like, can y'all see the contrast on this thing? So it's really dark on top. Like, really dark. To me, at least, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, most of the time, and I understand polymorphism, but generally speaking, as far as with my experience, to me, lessers are usually a little bit lighter than this in this area. But it's got really a whole lot. Look at that flake. Like, look how much it fades out. All this blushing in this area. So, again, with mom, she has a son, a butter, that she laid a few years ago, and I was kind of curious as to, because he doesn't look normal, so I was kind of curious if she possibly had some type of other gene. Again, she's really, really dark. She's just a normal as far as I know, but she's extremely dark, so that could explain, you know, why this lesser is so dark. And I mean, again, just could be just a darker lesser. I mean, usually in my perspective, and again, I could be wrong, but to me, lessers are generally a little bit brighter than this. They're more like up in this color to me, you know, usually when I see them. So, I don't know. But good looking baby, you know, healthy, nice looking lesser. Let's see if it's a male or a female. You went all over the place. And this looks like it is, looks to be a male, but then again, that one side is red, the other side isn't. So let's try this one more down, because that's what I was trying to avoid. Oh well. Yeah, look like I got some peen. So yeah, it's a male. There we go. So yeah, that's a male. So the lesser is a male. Let's see if we can get a weight on it. See how much it weighs. And so he weighs 57 grams. So this little guy says less is more. But he's a good looking little animal though, you know. Well, 58 grams. But he looks pretty darn good. So, I'm going to study him a little more. But he probably may be up for sale. So, you guys, you know, he may not be staying. Spread this down, get a little humidity in there. So I'm gonna put them back in this box and set them back in the incubator till they shed out. And we'll check them again once they shed, but he looks pretty dark to me. I could be tripping again, but that's just me. So we'll go ahead and set him in here. Back up. Now we're gonna check this nice little, what we know for sure is a lemon blast. So I'm not sure if you guys can see that good color in it. I love the stripe down the back. So I wasn't really huge. I wasn't really a huge fan of pinstripe, but I love pinstripe in combos. So like, my only, I guess you can say, reservation regarding lemon blasts is they tend to fade out as they get older. They can tend to brown up and darken up. I'm gonna say that's probably because of the pastel. But looking here, I love this rich stripe going down straight down the back. You see the orange. I'm not sure if y'all guys can pick that up, but it's a lot of orange blushing in here. So you can see it's lemon blast. You see the influence of the pinstripe. Obviously pastel, as you see the blushing of the head. But then we have this brown. So what would that be indicative of? So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this thing probably has inchy. Looking at the color, all of this orange in this area. I'm gonna guess that it's probably inchy in this thing as well. Just looking at even how some of this is kind of broken up and stuff of that nature. I think that there may be inchy in this. So you got either an inchy lemon blast or lemon blast, but I'm thinking because of this orange coloring, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with just like even single gene inchies. A lot of time they have like an orange kind of undertone to them or their underbellies. So I'm gonna say that this is possibly lemon blast, possible inchy. I'm thinking it is inchy. Again, once the shed's out, we'll probably be able to better ID it. But this is part of what helped me realize that there's more at play with that male. Come on back here. This little buddy here is active. And so let's see, we got a weight on this one, and man, 54 grams. So this one's kind of small, 55 grams. I thought this one seemed to me a bit longer than the other, but 55 grams. I have to put the top on this because they just ain't gonna stay in there. So this one is 55 grams, and let's see if we have a male or a female. And so far from what I know that was coming. So this looks to be a female. Yep, female, no peens. Either that or they just ain't letting them out. Yep, female. So, and lastly, we have this fella here, or maybe lady. So, as you can see, definitive lesser influence in this animal. No pinstripe in this, but this was the one that had me like, wait a minute. So, and it's crazy to me because this thing is kind of inverted. So, this is the usual color of lesser that I'm used to seeing, a little brighter. But then when you look in here, you see all this banding. So once I saw this, I'm like, oh man, this thing is inchy. So this is what appears to be a lesser inchy. Could be pastel. A little slight blushing, but not majorly. So I'm not really 100% sure. Nothing like the lemon blast, but definitely a lesser inchy. And this is definitely unexpected. Because again, I personally, and the crazy thing is that I went back and looked at Dad, and I'm like, well, hello. He's got an inchy head stamp, you know, well, the inchy pattern, you know, that diamond head, that arrow head on his, you know what I'm trying to say. Well, maybe you don't, but yeah, you know, his head is indicative of inchy. But I guess when you purchase something and you get it from someone, you know, who expect, you know, you obviously, they say trust your breeder. So I expected it to be, you know, what he said. I'm not mad about it at all. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with going to buy a 3-gene animal and realize you have 4 down the line. And I mean, this thing to me is just gorgeous. It is just freaking gorgeous. I love what inchy does with patterns. Just look at how look at the contrast on this thing. It's like just beautiful peanut butter kind of color. Nice blush, and it's a beautiful animal to me. And so let's see if this is a male or a female. And guess what, y'all? Looks like we got us a female. So she may be staying. Don't necessarily need her, but hell, I produced her. So, and she is 55 grams. So these are slightly smaller. I'm not sure if y'all remember that GHI yellow belly clutch that I hatched out a couple of weeks ago. These are a little smaller than those. Most of those were around 70 something, almost 80 grams. These are in the 50s, so not too bad. You know, a little bit smaller. Again, started with 13, and these last three were the Three Musketeers. So it looks like we've got a male and 2 females. So the lesser seems to be a male. The Lemon Blast or Inchy Lemon Blast, whatever she is, and this Inchy Lesser are females. And so, because I don't have, outside of obviously Mellow, I don't have any other pinstripe stuff female wise. I may keep her and add her to some of my other projects, my recessive projects, because I love pinstripe with clowns. So she may grow up, and I've already got some visual males, so I'll probably end up having some other dope kind of clown stuff. And by the time she grows up, you know, she'll probably be going to a clown, and maybe by then, you know, in a couple of years, you know, 2.5 years or so, I'll have some triple recessive stuff. Who knows? You know, maybe she'll go to an ultra male or something. But I definitely want to add pinstripe in my clown stuff. So she's either gonna go clown, or maybe ultra male, but she's definitely going recessive. And this here, she may become part of my Bell projects, you know, just, you know, my Bell Productions. But I love Inchy and Lesser together, even Inchy and Mojave. But I like Inchy and Lesser a little bit better together than I do with Mojave, even though I like Mojave more than Lesser. I know it's weird, but I love this girl. So, got a few things in mind that I may do with her. May run her to a Red Stripe. I definitely love how Red Stripe interacts with like stuff out of the Bell complex. And I really love how Red Stripe is with fire. So she may get put to a Red Stripe, something Red Stripe, you know, maybe Red Stripe Yellow Belly or something like that. And then throw some recessives. I'm not sure what direction I go, but probably get a clutch or two out of her. So man, I appreciate you guys stopping by, rocking with me for a few minutes. Got that clutch put up, put in the incubator. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for the next video. It will be coming soon, probably in a couple of days. What's today? Yeah, probably over the weekend, to be honest. But again, if you didn't already do it, before we step out of here, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you ring that notification bell, and also share with everybody that you know. Let them know what we got going over here at Maine's Morph Creations. Again, thank you guys for stepping in. Peace.